Hello everyone, welcome back to another video, and in today's video I'm going to be showing you a YouTube channel that is currently dominating the YouTube automation game and probably making over $5,000 per month. Before we get started, I do want to invite you to watch my free training down below in which I go over how to make passive income on YouTube in 90 videos or less without filming. Check that out. The free workshop is down below in the description, but let's get started with this video in which the channel that we're talking about is King of Nothing. It's this channel here in which they're basically a documentary type style channel posting very captivating and engaging videos about various individuals, especially YouTubers. Regarding the logistics of a profit and losses and how much the channel is making, it's currently getting about 1,100,000 views per month, and I'm going to assume the RPM is around $4.60, and I think that's me being more conservative. But with that, it's probably making over $5,000 per month. In the past 28 days, they posted 4 videos, and I do assume that they are doing the script writing themselves, they're doing the voiceover themselves, and I wouldn't be surprised if they're also doing the video editing themselves too, but I'm going to assume maybe roughly around $400 for a video edit. And so if it's $400 per video, 4 times $400 is about $1,600 monthly in overhead, which leads to a total profit for this channel of $3,460 profit for the month. I do want to go for some takeaways in which what this channel is doing correctly, which you can possibly apply to your channel as well, so that you can also achieve the same results. Takeaway number 1 is that they're creating these narrative, research-based, documentary type style content videos. And so with it, it's got a narrative story behind it, which a story, it involves a beginning, middle, end. Stories essentially just mean higher watch time. And so with these lengthy videos, they're basically obtaining more watch hours. What King of Nothing actually excels in is actually writing very good scripts that are more narrative based, and because of that, they're achieving a good watch time on a longer video. Imagine 10% watch time on a 25-minute video is much better than 30% watch time on a single 8-minute video. Consider lengths to be longer as long as you can justify the video being that long. So what I mean by this is that if you can just make sure that your video actually deserves to be 25 minutes in length, then make it 25 minutes in length. Don't just go longer just because King of Nothing is creating longer videos. Don't just stuff your videos with absolute nonsense. King of Nothing is doing a fantastic job at making long videos that are actually worth watching, and because of that, they're achieving the best of both worlds. A higher watch time on a lengthier video, which essentially just means more watch hours that are being built within that video. Now, as far as takeaway number 2, we've got a simple case scenario in which quality triumphs. The amount of detail that this individual goes to within his videos is absolutely insane. I do recommend that you check them out. He goes into so much detail, and it's the amount of detail that he goes into in which I personally wouldn't spend that much time in a video like that. And because he's willing to do so, that's what's making him stand apart from everyone else who's simply just hiring other script writers to do the research for them. So with that, I do want to show you, like, one of their videos that he's created was called Logan Paul Calls Out CoffeeZilla, Ends His Own Career, and you can see that his video performs exceptionally well compared to the other ones in the search results at the very least. So with it, we've got 2 very similar topics, right? The first one is King of Nothing, Logan Paul Calls Out CoffeeZilla, Ends His Own Career, and the other one is Logan Paul Ends His Career, CoffeeZilla Responds, and this is from a channel called Venerable. You can kind of see the massive difference in views when it comes to he has a longer video, he's creating higher quality content, he's going more into detail, and with all respect to the individual under Venerable, I would say that his video isn't nowhere near in terms of quality as to what his King of Nothing is posting out. So very high quality content. Another example being the real truth behind why Andrew Tate is in jail. And you can see his video is just absolutely crushing it in terms of views. Even though there's some similar things talking about the same subject, he's able to obtain a higher watch time, more watch hours through his captivating content. And so moving on to takeaway number 3, we've got patterns and doubling down on what's working. So if you can kind of see what I'm seeing when it comes to looking at his most recent 3, 6, 9, 12 videos, you'll notice that he's not always just reinventing the wheel. About 2 months ago, he created Meet Kevin, the worst finance guru on YouTube, and you've got other similar videos to it, right? Ricecomb, YouTube's most deserved downfall. The biggest fraud on YouTube, exposing Ty Lopez. He's basically achieved is that he's found his pattern, or quote unquote bucket categories of videos, in which he basically doesn't always have to reinvent the wheel. He just has to replace that individual's name with a different individual's name. Again, the pattern that we're looking at is starting with this one here. We've got Meet Kevin, the worst finance guru on YouTube. This Ty Lopez video can basically just be Meet Ty Lopez, the biggest fraud on YouTube. Same thing with Ricegum. Meet Ricegum, YouTube's most deserved downfall. You've got also exposing all of Jake Paul's crypto scams. This Floyd Mayweather one is very similar to this one here, right? Investigating all Floyd Mayweather's crypto crypto scams. So he's got like a crypto scam bucket going on. You've got the Grant Cardone video being very similar to the Logan Paul video, in which he calls out CoffeeZilla and basically just ends his career. The really good thing about what King of Nothing is doing is that he's tried some things and he's basically just doubling down on patterns which are working for him. He doesn't have to think so hard about what video he should make next. He basically just has to investigate another individual's crypto scams. Moving on to takeaway number 4, we've got be polarizing and taking a stance. The most recent video he published was about Jake Tran, and he could have simply just named it The Story of Jake Tran, but do you see how neutral and boring that topic is versus Jake Tran, the viciously profitable business of scamming your fans? He's making a strong accusation saying that Jake Tran is scamming his fans, which to some extent, I did watch the video and he does make a really good point. But other video topics he's talking about is why H3H3 deserves his downfall. He's taking a stance. The biggest fraud on YouTube exposing Ty Lopez, he's once again is taking a stance. The common trend or pattern that's appearing on YouTube is that you've got to take a side, because once you take a side, you're either getting people to agree with you or disagree with you. And with that, you can create a much more captivating video, because people are either going to hate you because they disagree with you or absolutely love you because they do agree with you. So moving on to point number 5, I want to go over what you can possibly do. Okay, so what you can do is that you can start your own documentary type style YouTube channel just like this. It's not about the amount of times that you post, it's more so about the really high caliber of content is able to achieve. So with that, note how I said before, in which I personally wouldn't be spending that much time into a single video, but as you can see, it really pays off for him. Where he only has to post 4 times per month, I'm posting like 15 times per month on my channels. But again, the quality is nowhere near as to what King of Nothing is able to achieve. So within this slide, I've given you just a bunch of sub niches in which you can possibly go into. I like the idea of old sports athletes, old tech companies, crime mafia kingpins, notorious individuals, old Hollywood celebrities, old wars or battles, Greek mythology, Viking history. All of these I think are really great niches in which I've personally found YouTube channels having success with them. Perhaps you want to make a YouTube channel within this niche as well. So hopefully that helps you out. Now, if you want to see how another YouTube channel called Magnates Media is absolutely crushing it, do check out this video next after this. Thanks so much for watching.